Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Mike and the Triple G. So I wanted to say right off the bat, and I know I probably sound like a broken record at this point, but thank you. I really appreciate it. It's a brand new journey for me, not only in my bus, but this journey on YouTube. And I think when you're out here, especially when you're new, you kind of realize that you can't do everything by yourself. You need a little help from your friends, as the Brits would say. And so, with that, we'll go right into it. Let's talk about the Brit, right? I call him Brit. His name is Paul, right? And I've gotten to know Paul pretty well over the past month or so. We've hung out quite a bit, talked a lot. He's done some amazing things in his life. I mean, just things I could never even dream of happening. He's gone and done, and I can only aspire to do some of the things that he's done and live that life so fully. And we're going to get to know Paul quite a bit, and he's a lifetime friend at this point, so we're going to catch up with him later and later. Like right now, he's on a boat to Catalina, and he's hanging out there, and then we'll probably meet up again in a few months or whatnot. But anyways, from alligator shoes to bat boots, this guy's done it all. So let's go check in with Paul. Let's see what he's up to. Hey, Paul, what's going on? So, Paul, I know you've been here. Like I said, we've been hanging out for a couple weeks. Anyways, I've gotten to know you pretty well. And I know that you're from England, and now you're here, and you're a nomad. So, kind of, how long have you been here? Have you always wanted to be a nomad? How did that whole thing happen?
Well, it goes back to England, and it was all about a pair of shoes. So I went out one day, and I thought to myself, I'm landscaping, and I'm the rock steady Eddie guy, and I couldn't decide between two pairs of shoes: the steady boots for landscaping, or the crocodile shoes for taking on the world. So I had to walk round town, Blackburn, Lancashire, and it took me a while, and then I thought to myself, normally I would have bought both, but on this one I went for the crocodile shoes. So I ended up in a nightclub in Manchester called Fagan's Place, and then the landscaping boots on. Who don't want to be that guy who's going to go and take on the world and wonder what the hell's going on around the world. So obviously I decided the latter, and that's how the whole adventure started. It was all about a pair of shoes, life-changing situation.
All right, so you got some shoes, and now you're in the United States. How long have you been here for?
Well, I got my bat boots on, so I've obviously kept to that theme. And how long have I been here for? Man, well, this all started in 1987.
And have you always been a nomad since you got here, or did you work here and then have a place, or have you like traveled the U.S.?
I've been to every state in the country apart from Alaska. I always say apart from Alaska. Been to every state, including the Hawaiian Islands. So I guess I'm a bit of a nomad.
Absolutely. And so, what really drives you to do the things that you do and move around and live in the moment? Because most people have a hard time with that. And, this channel is all about being a nomad and the things that drive us to live in the moment. So, how does that work in for you? I mean, what drives your stories?
I guess it's all about the adventure and the scariness of it whole, of the whole thing, because it's like you're almost throwing yourself into like destiny and fate and God's hands to survive these situations. And yes, it gets scary at times.
Yeah. Absolutely. Has there been an instance that you've lived that was just like, oh my goodness, how am I going to live through this one? Like, well, what was your scariest moment?
All the time. All the time. Are you kidding me? That's a question that's beyond the universe, that question. I can name one. Obviously, been through all the mafias. That was scary. Been through all the bloody Navy SEALs. That got scary at some points. Yeah, I would say I financially, that's the worst part of it. When you're down, living on the streets, which was an absolutely fantastic experience, by the way. And most people should do that. That was 6 months. I've lived the dream, sailed the boats, raced the cars, flown the planes. I don't know what to say. It's like I've lived America in aspects that most people dream about.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
That's not bragging. I'm not bragging. But it just happened to be like this. We're living the dream.
So if there was one thing, or maybe two things, that you would want to tell someone listening to this channel that has, that in the back of their mind, they're like, I wish I could do that. I want to leave my job. I want to start a new career. I want to take that leap of faith and go do something extraordinary, something you've never done before, and really step out of that box and live a life that they really truly want. What would be your words to them?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It all folds into the life's equation. And if you're a positive person and you live a nice life and you don't do nasty things to people, then I would say, without being religious, that God and your guardian angel will see you through. So run with it.
I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you so much, Paul. I really appreciate you giving me a few moments to get this interview. And I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure I'll probably see you at the ski-in later. So what did you think about my mate, Paul? Awesome, right? He has done a lot of stuff. When he was talking, I was thinking about that leap of faith, right? That moment where he went from landscaping boots to alligator skin shoes. And for him, that was like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to see the world and everything. And we all have those moments in our lives, that leap of faith. I did. Everyone else who's on a journey or has changed paths from one thing to another has taken that leap of faith, and he's still doing it. He's still 35 years later. Granted, he has another pair of shoes now. They're not alligator skin. They're batt boots, which are Converse with bat symbols on them. But hey, you know what? He's out there doing it, and he has lived a tremendous life. And that's sort of the whole thing. When you're living in the moment, things just happen. You get into scenarios that you never would have thought you'd be in, but you come out and you learn something new. You see something new. It's been an amazing journey for me, and for him, he's probably lived twice or 3 or 4 times my life so far, and I can't wait to get there myself. So I guess for anyone who's out there who is on their own path and they're looking to change paths, whatever that is for you, whether it's a bus journey or whether it's just a career path or anything, whatever it is, once you get that feeling in your heart that you kind of want to do it, but you're a little too nervous, you're a little too scared, take a deep breath and take a leap of faith. Because if that's really what you want, the universe will provide, and you'll get there one step at a time and live the life you want. That's what it's all about. So until next time, thank you again so much. And remember, bus life isn't easy, but it is worth it.